In this video, I want to test my skills and see how good of a meal I could cook in the outdoors with just this small stove and this small pan. And the trick is I have to forage one of the ingredients. Let's do some camp cooking. So for this challenge, I had to go with a ribeye and some creamed nettles. Now, it all begins with a mise en place. You cooks know what that means, everything in its place. So I'm going to get everything all laid out, all my ingredients all laid out, just like I would in the kitchen at home. And you only need a few simple ingredients for this. So we have our wild harvested nettle, and make sure you take extra time to remove all the stems. They're basically string. Here is our butter. Here is our salt, pepper, and garlic. Of course, our Parmesan. A heavy cream. So stinging nettles are a great ingredient for a few reasons. For one, you can find these just about anywhere in the world. I'm out here in California, but you can find these if you're watching this in Pennsylvania, if you're watching this in England, if you're watching this in France, or even someplace like Korea, you can still find this wild ingredient. They grow in creeks and washes, green belts where water flows like this. And they're not just flavorful, they're extremely nutritious. Up to the 20% of the leaf's weight can be plant protein, a near complete protein, very high in amino acids. It also has starches. That's a complex carbohydrate, just about every vitamin and mineral known to man. These have even saved people's lives in times of famine, all throughout history. So I'm going to grab these spring tops, these fresh green tops, the most succulent of the nettles, and we are going to cream these up. These pocket rockets assemble really easily. Just screw it on the can. Now, if you're working on your camp cook setup, little tins like this or even little Altoids tins are great for your own personal spice blends. All right, time to cook a steakhouse meal here in the outdoors. Let's get this all stable and secure. So I'm just going to start by warming up the pan a bit before I throw in my butter and the steak, just for a minute or so. Start with some butter. Now in the ribeye goes. Get the seasoning all mixed up and blended. And now apply liberally. However much you want. I almost feel like you can't quite get too much salt on a steak, but I could be wrong. And hey, you don't have to use the garlic. You could just go salt and crushed black pepper with this. No problem. Okay, time for a flip. Ooh, a little bit of char on there. Now be careful here because the number one cause of burn in the outdoors is cooking accidents. So be careful. Time to season the other side. Here we go. All right, time to open her up and see what we have. Okay, so that looks a little more medium well to me. I prefer to have a little blood in mine, but trust me, that's going to be just fine. I'll let this rest. And now for the creamed nettles. Now I'm going to go ahead and leave all these juices in here when I add my nettles. Get these stewing. Now the heat's going to kill all that sting, so I won't have to worry about it. Lots of butter, just like Mama taught us. No, I don't know about you. I don't think we can have too much butter. With all that steak flavor, and the seasoning and the cream, this is going to be, well, pretty good. So now, just about 2, maybe 3 minutes, we wilt the stinging nettle and all the steak juices and the butter. Then I will add my cream and my Parmesan. Okay, so that looks good to me. Time to add my heavy cream. Just gonna cover it. Now just a pinch of my salt, pepper, and garlic there to add some more flavor. And we're gonna be putting it on and off the heat like that because we don't want the cream to really boil. Just a light simmer is good. Okay, I added just a bit more cream. So let this heat up just a little bit more before I start melting in the Parmesan. Now we're doing this basically the same way we would cream spinach. And some people like to thicken theirs with a roux, with flour. I like to thicken mine with cheese, Parmesan. So now I'll just keep adding Parmesan and stirring until I have a nice, thick, creamy, stinging nettle concoction. Now, I know you could see these colors, but I really wish you could smell this. Somebody quick, get on the smell-o-vision for me. And there it is, nice and thick and cheesy and ready to pour. Now I had a little extra Parmesan, so I decided to put some on the steak. Judge me. Oh yeah, I don't care if that gets on the steak. I'm okay with that. And here's our finished product. Cream of wild harvested stinging nettle and a ribeye with Parmesan. Right out here in the field. It's just a little stove and a little pot. Here it is. Oh, look at that. Look at how thick that is. Oh, okay. I knew this was going to be good, but this is blowing my mind right now. Oh, wow. You have to make this cheesy stinging nettle, okay? I know this grows by where you live. Go out there and get some. Okay, that was just that one cut. I actually did get some medium rare in there, and I did get a little blood in my juices, so I'm a happy boy. Okay, you get the live reaction of Sheila's first bite.
Oh, Sheila approves.
Sheila's been helping me with all my camera work, and if you book with a school, she's probably emailed you. Hope you get to do this, and if you do, post a video response. Let me see your cream of nettle. Let me see your recipes. Come on out here and join me.